And as always, we're brought to you by Ortho Arizona. We appreciate their support. Cody Cameron with us, of course, lead analyst, checking inside all things around the recruiting roundup. Claudia has the week off. Before we get into Arizona State and recruiting, I want to start with Northern Arizona University. First time since 2017 they're going to the postseason. Cody, how much effort have they put in under this new staff into recruiting Arizona, and how many of those players, not total number, but just how many are really contributing to the program?
Well, at first, Brad, I was kind of worried because when you look at the building of the staff, the new staff that came in with Coach Wright, there wasn't any Arizona ties. I was kind of worried about that, but they have done a tremendous job. One of the best things that they did was how to hire Tim Roshman to be their DPP, and they have done a tremendous job recruiting here. What they've also done, though, Brad, is land former Arizona high school alums in the portal.
Is it sustainable in this world of NIL? Is this a place where a McLaughlin or an Allen go to, get some better tape, and then say, okay, Pac-12, okay, Mountain West? Is that how it works? Or do you think they've figured out their sweet spot in this new world we're in?
No, I think that's the new wave. We talked about 10 years ago, right? If you wanted to get to that level, sometimes you took the JUCO route. That was a great route if you wanted to play Power Five football. To me now, that next route is, hey, go to an FCS and go be an All-American football player and then elevate. Now, obviously, they want to keep the kid, but they understand if that's his elevation gain, we're not going to hold him down. We're just going to be happy for the football player, and he earned that right. And that's the new way to move up here.
Cody Cameron with us for a few minutes. Recruiting Roundup brought to you by Ortho Arizona. Okay, Arizona State this Saturday. Brent Brennan comes in, had a really rough year. You're on the recruiting side of it. Do you think he survives and is back next season?
It's tough because their recruiting class and the in-state level was amazing come August. Like August, they had 4 or 5 commits in the state of Arizona. Gio Richardson, a Basha wide receiver, one of the most explosive players in the state. They're talking about that buyout. They talked about it a couple weeks ago. Then they beat Houston. And it was like, we'll see what we're doing. To give you an answer, though, I am not sure about University of Arizona. And a lot of those players that they had verbally committed are starting to decommit and take visits elsewhere.
Fans behind the scenes, like, they don't recruit local enough. Hear that about Arizona State, hearing about Arizona for the last 30 years I've been here. You're on the inside. Pull the curtain back on that front.
Well, for the last couple of years when Fish was there, they had this pipeline from Hamilton. I mean, you look at University of Arizona's roster, and there's still a ton of Hamilton presence on that team who are starting. But they made an effort. Bobby Wade, receivers coach, and his background and history, he did a great job here. And then ASU, you kind of start seeing what Kenny's doing with the next class. The effort is there, and I really like what these coaches are doing.
So when you look at like Hamilton, it's Genesis Smith, it's Tay Brown, it's guys that go to Hamilton and then they end up down there. And they had the pipeline to Basha too. DeMond recruited there, committed there, and he ends up going up to Washington. So I guess I'm wondering, can Brennan get anything going? Is there any traction from what you're hearing because of what an awful season it's been for them?
Yeah, I think kids want to play there, right? I think when it comes to recruiting, kids just want to feel loved and they want to see, hey, this is a place that I can flourish. And I think Tucson provides that opportunity. At the same time, I am a big believer in this. I think winning is your best marketing tool. And to see those two programs flip speaks volumes because last year we were talking, hey, U of A, man, everybody wants to play here. Everybody wants to play for University of Arizona. And now I'm at the Arizona State game against BYU, and I see a million in-state kids just wide-eyed going, ooh, I can't wait to play for the Sun Devils.
Kenny Dillingham in the ASU BYU game wears the gear that is talking about we need more money here. In your space, when you're out visiting with coaches and players, is that priority number one, or is it 1A, 1B, 1C?
I think it's still the top 1%. Are those conversations being had? 100%. And I know you've talked about this a lot too, is like, hey, that's coming for the high school realm. Like it's coming, it's here, right? And so for the most part, the kids are still looking for fit relationship with the coach. And I always tell the kids, can you go to school there? Because you have to, at the end of the day, you got to go to school there, right? Can you like the town that you're playing football in? And so those are still, I think, the pillars when it comes to a kid's recruitment.
Cody Cameron dropping knowledge he does every week on the recruiting roundup. And we're back with more after this timeout.